Hey, David. Just wanted to get your thoughts on early in the game. You get behind Kyrie's Tonga for the touchdown. What's it like running behind a guy that size?
Yeah, he's a big guy. Being able to run behind him is definitely uh securance as far as like guaranteeing me get a touchdown. So it was pretty cool to see him finally get in there on the offensive side and help us get a score on the board.
Next question, Adam Hogue.
Hey, David, you've had quarterbacks coming in and out, especially the last few weeks, but Matt told us that Justin should be back out there this week, playing for you guys. As his teammate who's been kind of watching his development this year, what do you think of me going out with a win would mean for him going into, this offseason between year one and year two for him?
It'll be great for him, finally get Justin hasn't been here for I think 2 weeks. I know he's itching to get back out there, so it'll be good for him, and I'm excited to go out there and play with him.
Next question, Mark Potash.
Hey, David, this I guess been a little bit of an awkward year. I mean, it's been a year of development for you, but for the team, it hasn't been a great year. When you look back at this season, what do you feel like? What do you look back on? What makes the biggest impression on you on what you did this year, and especially looking ahead to the future?
Yeah, I haven't did as much as I feel like I could do to help the team, which sucks because I know I could be better in a lot of areas for my guys, but you have times where you kind of go through them rough patches. You just got to be able to fight and just keep going.
Thank you.
Next question, Chris Emma.
David, we've heard a lot from Matt Nagy about the relationship you two have. What can you say about kind of the bond that you've shared over these 3 years and what he's meant to you as a coach and somebody overseeing your first years in the NFL?
Yeah, it's definitely good to have a coach to player relationship. Because me coming out of college, you never really hear about players having a relationship with coaches, and that's kind of what I was nervous about coming out of college. But me and him grew a great relationship, and I'm happy that he's my coach, and it's been great playing for him as well.
Next question, Alex Shapiro.
Hey, David. You just said that you thought you could have done more to help the team win. What more do you think you could have done to affect the win-loss record?
That is a good question. When the season's said and done, I'll be able to go back and really look at some things and really self-evaluate myself and see how I could have been better, for the guys around me, and how I could have been a better leader. So, it's just self-evaluation for oneself.
Next question, Mark Grody.
Hey, David, just because we may not get the chance to talk to you after the Minnesota game. Do you know what you're going to do in the offseason? It seems like you always have very distinct plans in terms of what you're doing and how you get better and all of that. Do you have anything in mind already?
I haven't really thought much about it. Just been really focusing on Minnesota, honestly, and the games that we've been having. We've been so locked in. You try not to worry about the offseason. But yeah, when the time comes, it'll come. I know for sure I'll take some time and some rest for my body and my mind to kind of, realign itself. But it's back to work after that.
Thanks.
Next question, Larry Mayer.
Hey, David, I hate to bring this up, but you were up by 26 points, so I will. How much was your heart beating when that play was called down near the goal line when you did the little jump pass? And were you channeling some Tim Tebow there with that jump pass? When you just talk a little bit about that, and your team giving you some what for it afterwards?
Yeah, I was more disappointed in myself that I didn't get Cole a touchdown. Because he deserves it, and we had been repping that play for a while, and I know it was going to work. So it was just really execution on my end of it, and unfortunately, I kind of sold Cole short. So I'm taking that one on the chin. So
Matt Nagy said that you've been telling him that you were a great high school quarterback. Is that true? And can you talk about that?
I think I was a good high school quarterback. That play definitely didn't show it. So I got highlights out there if you want to go look. So
sounds good to me.
Next question, Dion Miller.
David, with the struggles and the inconsistency on offense, where have you seen Justin grow the most through this season? Just kind of watching him develop through that in his first year.
He's always been a pretty calm person, but being able to see him as calm as he has been and as he is in those kind of abrupt situations. It kind of is a commitment to who he is as a person and as a player as well. So he's grown in a lot of areas, just picking up the offense and being that quarterback, being that leader guy that I know he is. So he's definitely gotten better every week, and every opportunity he has had on the field. So it's good to see that.
Next question, Andy Siegelman.
Hey, David. Getting back to Nagy for a minute. What is it about his demeanor, his approach that has allowed you to kind of foster that relationship?
He's always had an open door policy. And that says a lot in itself, just being able to, be a head coach in the NFL and still have that open door policy to work, the players can come up and talk to the coach and, let him know where we at and how we feel. So just to have that, that's good. And knowing that I got a coach that's behind me, that's even better. So I'm blessed to have him as a coach.
Thanks.
Last question, Chris Emma.
David, you're heading into your final offseason under contract with this team. Is it important to you to get that kind of security or to look toward your contract future yet?
Can you ask the question again? I didn't understand what you were asking.
Yeah, you're heading into your final offseason and 2022 being your final season under contract. Is it important to you to kind of look toward your future to start maybe looking toward a contract extension with this team?
I try not to think much about that. I really love the Bears and I love Chicago, but I'm just focused on Vikings right now, honestly. So whatever comes, and I'm just, grateful to be here and have the opportunity to go out and play.